Hello everybody, welcome to Chester Studios. My name is Magnus, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 favorite LEGO sets of 2025. So 2025 is almost over, and 2026 is about to begin, and apparently 2026 is apparently gonna have some new cool LEGO sets in store for us. But before that happens, I thought I would show you guys 10 of my favorite LEGO sets that were released in 2025. And now it was kind of hard to find 10 LEGO sets from 2025 that I personally liked, so it took some time to make this video, but I think I found 10 sets that I think might be my favorite. And now I will not be looking at any gift for purchases or polybags or Bricklink Designer Program sets because, well, I don't really know if those sets really count, okay? But without too much more talking, let's get into a top 10. So coming in at number 10, we have set number 71500, the Nightmare Shark Submarine. So this right here is actually a very cool looking dream set. And now yes, I know the name of the set is very similar to the Nightmare Shark ship, which is one of the first dream sets that was ever released. But this one is kind of unique because, well, obviously this right here is a submarine, of course. But I do actually think that the color scheme is actually kind of cool. I love the translucent pink pieces, I think it is, and mixed in with the black and white. That actually does look very cool. And well, the shark mouth is actually very cool, and the fins are also kind of cool. And the main deck is also very cool looking. Though if I'm being honest, I think the yellow eye is a little bit distracting, honestly. But aside from that, the actual ship does look very cool. And now as for minifigures, this is the only set to include Dream Smasher, as well as this season's main version of Logan, as well as this season's version of Astrid. So yeah, overall, I definitely do think that the Nightmare Shark Submarine is a very cool and unique set. At number 9, we have set number 43268, the Lilo and Stitch Beach House. So this right here is a very cool Disney set. I don't really buy Disney sets at all, but I think I should buy some Disney sets. And one of them is definitely gonna be this set, because this is honestly a very cool looking beach house. Like, I do love the coloring. I think the coloring is cool. The roof design is also very cool. Love the dome at the top, that's very cool too. And the outside part of the house is also very cool. And now I love the fact that you actually get minifigures with this set instead of mini dolls. That's actually very cool, if I'm being honest with you guys. I also do love Stitch's little spaceship. That is actually very cool as well. So yeah, because this has minifigures and because the build is actually very cool, I definitely do think that Lilo and Stitch's Beach House is a very cool set. At number 8, we have set number 42671, the Plant Cafe and Flower Shop. So I haven't really bought any Friends sets at all, but I definitely need to, and this will definitely be one of them because this set is honestly very cool. I love the design of the cafe. I definitely do think that that looks very cool. And the flower shop is also very cool. I do think the colors are cool, with having like yellow, green, as well as tan and white. I do think that's a very cool looking color scheme. And also I do love the little streetcar that is included. I think the execution of that way is actually very cool. So yes, I definitely do think that this right here is a very cool set from a team that is still doing very well. At number 7, we have set number 71834, Zane's Ultra Combiner Mech. So this set right here takes an old LEGO set concept and basically does it better. You see, the only other time we've had a Combiner Mech in Ninjago was back in 2022. And now I gotta be honest, when I first saw that set, I knew I had to buy it because it was cool. There was a bunch of vehicles that could combine into a mech. And well, I did get it. And if I'm being honest, I do think the mech itself does look very cool, but actual vehicles don't really look that impressive when split up. But then this set came out, and it basically took the concept, but made it better. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, I definitely do think that the vehicles actually do look very cool split up. I do think the vehicle does look very cool, and I do love how that is used for legs. That's actually very cool. And well, the jet part is the only thing you really have to split apart, but I do still think that looks very cool. Wire is included in this as well, and he does also look very cool. And you get the larger version of Zane. I definitely do think that is very cool. And now the minifigure selection is also very cool because you get the new version of Pixel, and you also get Noct in this as well. So because this set takes an older LEGO set concept and basically does it a bit better, I definitely do think that Zane's Ultra Combiner deserves to be on this list. At number 6, we have set number 42207, the Ferrari SF24 Formula 1 car. So what's interesting is we actually got two 1/8 scale Technic Formula 1 cars this year, and I think of the two, the Ferrari is definitely my favorite. I just think the Ferrari color scheme is very cool. Yeah, I definitely do love it. And while I do love how it's built, I definitely do think that it's very cool. Like, I definitely do love all the paneling that's been used on this model. And well, the actual cockpit does look very cool, and so does the spoiler. And the wheels also do look very cool as well. So yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else for me to say about this set, other than the fact that this set right here does definitely look very cool. Coming in at number 5, we have set number 76321, the Spider-Man vs. Dr. Octopus subway train scene. So what's interesting about this set right here is this is based off of Spider-Man 2, and we have not gotten a set based off of Spider-Man 2 since 2004, which is kind of crazy to think about. And now this set right here is actually supposed to be a remake of one of the sets that was released in 2004, but the actual subway car design is definitely better than that 2004 set. Like, literally, it does look very cool, and I don't think we've really gotten a proper subway train, like, at all. So this is like the closest thing we've gotten, and well, it does look very cool. I mean, yes, I know it is just one train car, but I definitely do think the design is very cool. And the minifigure is also cool, like the Dr. Octopus minifigure does look very cool, and his arms are cool as well. So yeah, I definitely do think that the Spider-Man vs. Dr. Octopus subway train scene might just be the best Marvel superhero set that's been released this year. At number 4, we have set number 60470, the Explorer train. So in my opinion, I think that City has really become a better theme in the past couple of years. Like, they've been putting out some very cool sets, and the Explorer train is definitely one of them. Basically, this is the first time we've gotten like a themed train set. You see, the other LEGO trains that we've gotten from City in the past have normally just been passenger or freight trains, but this time they did something unique. They basically decided to make a train that was Arctic themed, which I think is very cool. And I do love the design of the locomotive. I love the plow that went, that's cool as well. I do love the wagon that has like a seating area, I think that's cool as well. And I love the wagon that it basically can transport the Arctic vehicle that's included in the set. And now the structures that are included in this are very cool too. You get a small little base camp, as well as a bit of a part of a mountain, which has some rocks that can fall down, which is cool as well. And you also get some new track pieces as well. That's very cool as well. And this includes Powered Up. So because of that, this train is a little bit expensive, but that is kind of okay. So yeah, I definitely do think that the Explorer train is a very creative set that was released this year. At number 3, we have set number 75409, the Ultimate Collider Series Jango Fett Starship. So what's interesting is that this year we actually got two versions of Jango Fett Starship in LEGO. We got a Playscale version of the ship, and we got an Ultimate Collider Series version of the ship, which is pretty interesting to see, considering that we have not gotten a Playscale version of Jango Fett Starship since the original one in 2002. But the Ultimate Collider Series version is definitely very cool. Now what's interesting is that this right here is actually not a recolor of the Ultimate Collider Series Boba Fett Starship that we got back in 2015. This right here apparently has almost 1,000 more pieces than that set, which is kind of interesting to see, considering that original set was actually very cool. Now what's cool about both of these sets is that both are minifigure scale, which means that this is how big the ships would look like compared to a minifigure, which I think is very cool. And yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else for me to say about this set other than the fact that it does look very cool on display. Coming in at number 2, we have set number 10356, the Star Trek USS Enterprise NCC 1701D. So, LEGO officially made a Star Trek set this year. So, a lot of LEGO fans have wanted LEGO to make a set that is based off of Star Trek. And it looks like in 2025 that actually happened. And I gotta be honest, the actual design of the USS Enterprise does look very cool. I love the main deck part. I love the round dome design. That does look very cool. Like, I really do love the shaping of that. And the body itself does look very cool. And I do love the two thrusters at the side. That does look very cool as well. And the display stand is actually very cool. Like, I'm surprised that stand is able to hold up this giant ship. And you also get a couple of minifigures as well with this set, which is also very cool to see. So yes, I am very happy to see that LEGO has finally made a Star Trek set this year. And I definitely do think that this right here is one of the best sets released this year. But the thing is, this right here is only number 2. So, what is my favorite LEGO set of 2025? Well, my favorite LEGO set of 2025, the number 1 spot on this list, has to be set number 75639, the Going Merry pirate ship. So this right here is a very cool looking pirate ship. Like, this right here is definitely the best pirate ship that LEGO's made from this year. I just think the design is very cool. I love the color scheme where basically the bottom is brown with a bit of gray added in as well. And I do also love the white at the top. That's cool to see as well. And I do love the sails. I do think they look very cool. And well, yeah, overall the actual scale is very cool and the design is very cool. And you get some cool minifigures as well. Though I do think this set could have used one more minifigure, if I'm being honest. But even though this set could have still used one more minifigure, I still think the ship itself does look very cool. And in my opinion, this right here has to probably be my favorite LEGO set released in 2025. And that was it. Those were my 10 favorite LEGO sets released in 2025. And now let me know down in the comments below what your 10 favorite LEGO sets that were released in 2025 are. I mean, of course, your opinions are definitely very different than mine, because obviously everyone has their own opinion, so it's okay if you do disagree with my opinions. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and hit that bell notification button so that you can know if I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.